Hello, my all dear English learner. Welcome back to my cozy English practice zone. Today is day 2, and finally, we are going to start our practice, right? So, if you are new here, then let me tell you what is the process and how we are going to practice together by giving company to each other. Yes. Okay, so at first, you are going to practice or try a fun tongue twister. It has just 4 lines so that we can warm up and make our tongue active. Yes. Then we will dive into a conversation where we will ask a couple of questions related to one particular topic. Okay. Then at the end, we will learn two vocabulary. So, this is how we are going to end up our whole practice session. But after completing this whole practice, there is one optional option, that is shadowing method, which I follow, but for you it is totally optional. Okay? Now, let me tell you, if you are outside and surrounded by people, then go somewhere where you feel comfortable and cozy to practice English with me, because now you are going to speak with me. So be ready in a comfortable place so that people will not disturb you. Okay? Anyway, now let me start. Okay. So I will put the tongue twister here on the screen somewhere. Okay. At first, I will repeat, or I will utter that tongue twister slower than next second time. I need to speed up and I will read 3 times together. Okay? Let me start now. Brave brown birds bring bright berries, buzzing briskly by blue bungalows. Breezy branches bend beneath them, but they balance beautifully as they go. Now speed up. Brave brown birds bring bright berries, buzzing briskly by blue bungalows. Breezy branches bend beneath them, but they balance beautifully as they go. Brave brown birds bring bright berries, buzzing briskly by blue bungalows. Breezy branches bend beneath them, but they balance beautifully as they go. Brave brown birds bring bright berries, buzzing briskly by blue bungalows. Breezy branches bend beneath them, but they balance beautifully as they go. Brave brown birds bring bright berries, buzzing briskly by blue bungalows. Breezy branches bend beneath them, but they balance beautifully as they go. Oh my god. Did I read 3 times or 4 times? Maybe 4 times, right? Anyway, this is how. Now pause the video and try to practice it the way I have practiced. Okay? So let's dive into the next. That is a conversation, and it's going to be super fun and engaging. Okay. So today's topic is crowded place, overcrowded place. Okay? So the first question for you is, do you like crowded places? Tell me. Do you like crowded places? If yes, then why? If no, then what is the reason behind it? Pause the video and start telling your answer. Or you can listen to me first, then you can pause the video to answer this question. Okay? Okay. Do I like crowded places? Both yes and no. Because off and on, I like crowded places, but most of the time I don't like crowded places. See, I, when there is a festival time and when there is some kind of occasion, that time I love crowded places. I love surrounded by people so that I can enjoy with them. I can have a chit chat, gossip with them, and we can dance together. We can just enjoy the environment. That is why I love crowded places during festivals and any occasions. But most of the time I don't like. Why? Because I love to be in a secular place, to stay solitude. Because you know When I be alone, I feel like I'm more productive. I'm more into myself. See, I will never prefer to live with a room partner. Yes, I cannot because I'm so comfortable and I want my one private place. Even if there is a buses and if I need to go somewhere, if there is a fair, I'll avoid to go fair. Why? Because fair are always crowded. Fair, that means mela, okay? So I don't prefer to go there because those places are most crowded, so I don't like. Okay, I like to go somewhere which places are very normal places. There are not such crowded and congestions. This is how I will give both answer, that I love 80%. I don't like crowded places, and 20% I love crowded places, to be and to stay in a crowded places. Okay, so this is my answer. Now tell me, what is your answer? Now diving into the next question, that is, sorry, is the place where you live crowded? Tell me. Okay, let me tell you. Is the place where I live, is crowded? Oh my god, this is a wrong question actually. Okay, let me frame it again for me. Is the place where I live crowded? No, not at all. Because I live in a remote area. I live in a village. It is inside from the city areas. It is inside from small city. Yes. That is why I'll say there are barely vehicle and those all, big vehicles. Because in village area there are not such industries, there are not such factories, companies and schools, even hospitals. There are not such big infrastructure, and that is the reason my village, the place I live, is less crowded, and I feel super calm and tranquil. And there are all around, there are, my surroundings are greenery. Even my home is in between tea gardens, so you can imagine my place. I feel super grateful to get born in this place, and it is actually blessing that I received by the god to live surrounded by nature. I love this. Okay, so this is my answer. Now tell me about you. Okay, so now we are going to switch into the next question, that is, when was the last time you were in crowded place? This is the last question. In this question you need to pressure your mind, try to recall, okay? Now let me tell you my answer. At first I need to take a deep breath because it actually helped me to narrate my answer in an appropriate way and in a polished way. Okay, so you can also try it out. If you are unable to narrate your answer properly, or your thoughts to to narrate it, to express, then try to take a deep breath and speak a little slower. Okay, आज कुछ ज़्यादा ही भाषण दे रही हूँ मैं. Ignore it. Okay, so as far I can recall, the last place was Navratri. Yes, during Navratri, I went to visit pandals, and I still remember that was the place when I visited pandals. There was even not a, I was not even able to take, I was not even able to breathe properly. It was that crowded because festival time, right? During festival times, and if there is a particular point of attraction, then those places are full of crowded, and those places are start teeming with people. They click pictures. They are so happy. They dance. They listen to music. So these are the stuff often happens during festivals, right? Okay, finally we are done. But now it's your turn. Pause the video and try to narrate your answer. Okay? Okay, so now let's dive into the vocab parts. There are two vocabulary related to this topic. Yes, related to this topic because we must learn new vocabulary about topics, right? So that we can narrate any incident by using advanced vocabulary. Okay, so you can see this is my English dictionary if you are new here. Otherwise, who were in the first day one, they knew already that you must maintain your own English dictionary. It will immensely help you to revise vocabulary and to adopt advanced vocabulary ultimately. Okay, so today's first vocab is, so the first vocabulary is congested. Congested, no, this is wrong pronunciation. The correct pronunciation is congested. Congested, okay? That means overcrowded or blocked. For example, the hall became congested when everyone entered at once. Another example I can give you, but this example seems a little different. That is, my nose feels congested because of the cold. It is actually I'm feeling now. Another example I can give you, that is, the market was so congested that I could hardly walk. Okay, got it? Okay, now moving to the next vocabulary, that is bustling. Bustling. Okay, that means full of activity, energy, and movement. So, for example, the cafe was bustling, so I decided to sit outside. This is a real sentence you can use, that I went to the restaurant and it was bustling, so I come back. I didn't enter to that restaurant. Okay. Another examples I can say, that is, the market is bustling with people and music. And here is another example, that is daily use, I can say. The city feels bustling during festivals, right? Okay, so what I actually wanted to tell you is that you might feeling that these two words, congested and bustling, seems a little similar meaning, right? It is almost similar meaning, but the a little different is, congested you need to use when when you are expressing something in a negative way of overcrowded, and bustling you can use in a positive sense when you are narrating, when you are talking about a crowded place but in a positive way, just like in during festivals, and you are feeling super energetic to see the crowd, so that time you can use bustling, but in a negative way, just like bus was congested, the market was congested, therefore I went back to my home. In this case, negative sense, you can use congested. Congested. Okay. Pronunciation is always one of my biggest weakness, but I don't care about it because I am working on it. Okay, so finally we have completed our whole practice session. Yes, congratulations for you. You must give a big applause for yourself that finally you have done it. Okay? So now the optional option for you is go and start following shadowing method. If you really want to improve your pronunciation and you want to speak more clearly, I'm going to follow shadowing method because I want that. Okay, so this is all for today. We will start our practice tomorrow. Till then, you take care of yourself and be healthy. Don't forget to take care yourself, to take care your health, to take care your mental health, because these are the our precious wealth, right? Okay, this is all for today. Bye bye.